Hey guys, what's going on? ThirdStreet Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zach.
Zach Attack on Titan, Season 3, Episode 20. So, we ended with finding the cellar, and I think we've been long anticipating this because there's three...
Grisha had journals.
Yeah, there's...
Presumably, I'm calling them journals. But...
Yeah, you're right. I think he had like 3 journals. He had a photograph. They've never seen a photograph. Think about seeing one of those things. I wonder if on YouTube there's like showing this tribe a photograph for the first time.
Well, tribe is a very big separation. Like someone in the middle of the fucking Amazon versus, I don't know, like a samurai.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how far removed it would be compared to, like, relative...
It was like 1900, literally, or 1902 or some shit.
Relative to our time, 1902.
No, it was late 1800s, like
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It was like 10 years after Lincoln died. I know that.
They have photographs.
No.
They have photographs.
No, you're right. First way to record voices was like...
Yeah, they have photographs of a lot of Civil War people.
Yeah, so it was...
the whole thing. They just fucking flashing pictures of those sons of bitches.
Yeah, you're right, damn. It's late 1800s, I know that, though.
Well, either way, though, it's like, obviously... compared to how these people were living, and they're living in they do have technology that would, I guess, fit right in.
Yeah.
In 1800s, shit with the ODM gear and things like that.
Yeah.
1900s, but they just never thought to make a fucking camera.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of think, like, why would they need to, you know? I guess there's no civilization on Earth, I think. They're either unconquered tribes, that's so far removed, or there's, like...
What's like the funny is that their walls were a prison, not just a prison for them physically, but also their development.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, actually, I think the show will indirectly kind of make you think more about those type of things as we go forward. We're getting into territory, guys, to where I haven't seen much past this part. I just want to jump in. We have Grisha and Faye, so let's see what they have to say.
Well, that's a horrible turn of events.
The sister thing still gets to me.
That's pretty fucking awful. It reminds me of... what movie was that? Was it The Pianist? Or was it Schindler's List?
I didn't see either, so...
Well, one of those, there's a little kid that's... I think it's The Pianist. He's trying to crawl into this fucking wall that separates the ghetto from the fucking German side of things. And they fucking beat this kid to death when he's trying to crawl under there. And the fucking soldier just keeps beating his ass until he dies. And... yeah, it's god fucking awful. But, so I'm trying to... It's Eldian.
Eldians and...
But when they referred to the internment zone, didn't he call it like Liberial?
Liberian internment zone. There's different internment zones. And
districts.
They're in Liberia.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Eldian and Marleyan.
Yeah. So...
Emir Fritz, Great Titan War, Eldian King and the island, Paldea, or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, I have no idea what history is true. And I have no idea. The show doesn't reveal it to me at all. But I'm leaning on the fact that I think Grisha might be wrong.
Maybe.
He's like looking at it. Yeah, it's obvious.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to...
I believe in Amir.
I don't know what they call that kind of thinking, but you're just kind of filling in your own little gaps for your own opinions.
Yeah, I certainly...
without, like,
I
jumping to conclusions. Like, I would have understood if he's like, no, but these people need to hear this. Like, from a political point of view, but he's just like, nah, no, it's got to be true.
Yeah, I think the Titans were... I mean, I don't know. Either way, I don't think the Marleyan should be doing this to the Eldians.
No, it's fucking horrible.
Even if whatever happened, whoever was subjecting who 1,000 years ago, who cares?
Yeah.
But, like, if you think...
you continue fighting like that, I mean, it's not going to change anything. That's why the fucking founding fathers of our country is like, hey, we need to stay out of all their shit.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah.
Because it's been going on forever.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to stop. Well, we eventually got back in their shit. So.
Yeah.
Their shit just got too big. You got to be too big of a mess over there.
Yeah, just ripped apart like that.
Yeah, well, that fucker, I mean, the kid.
Yeah.
Okay, I meant the
I
fact
did love, like, how, I mean, I didn't love, like the way Grisha found out and the way he, like, fucking cut himself. I'd do the same fucking thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, the way that guy shoved that fat fucker off the wall at the end. It was just great. It was so great.
This is how we of the 9 use our power.
Yeah. Because he's like, well, because I'm one of the 9, Grisha. Or I'm the owl, Grisha.
Yeah.
It was just so cool.
Yeah, Kruger, and think about everything he had to watch and go through.
Yeah. As a sleeper agent. Just to see all that through is like Ocelot. Except I think Ocelot got a little more enjoyment out of his position.
He might have.
So,
yeah.
But, the Great Titan War and Dinah Fritz turning into that fucking Titan that ate the mom because it was going there looking for him.
Yeah.
It's like the strain, man.
Yeah. But how would she know where to go?
I don't know, but to have some thought process, Amir could actually think about and remember some shit about her experience.
Yeah, but her husband would live on some penal colony within the inside walls.
So just looking for them.
Yeah,
I guess they just randomly found them.
Yeah, well, the idea is like I think it answers eventually. I do know when I watch this, people were saying like maybe there might be a smell or something.
Maybe.
Yeah, like she's also of royal blood.
Yeah.
So maybe that makes her special.
But it also didn't affect her Titan form, though.
No, it didn't. Well, it made her smile. They called her the Smiling Titan. Like,
yeah, but
it's this weird smile stuck on her face.
But at the same time, it didn't affect anything else about her.
No, it didn't. I'm trying to think. But yeah, you're right. It didn't affect her. But no. I mean, I think I was going to say something. I think it just gives you. I think it tells you the next episode. And it can be deduced when watching it, but it's going to give you another answer in the next episode.
The son Zeke. I have a thought about Zeke.
Yeah.
I'll keep it to myself for now, I guess. Maybe I'll
write it down and put it in this little cup.
Okay.
Okay. That'll be one of your little jokes.
Why did I write that? It's not my fault. Every once in a while I can get you, Shane.
Yeah. Well, it involves I appreciate the setup more than I do the joke.
Yeah.
Because I believe in like setting up and living that out. Living the lie. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Use that as a theory. We'll check it later on. There's also millions of Titans within the wall, and the king.
Well, the king could have been bluffing, though.
Well, we know
there's a bunch in the wall. In the wall itself,
yeah,
there are Titans.
Yeah,
and it's a big wall.
Yeah,
whether or not a million Titans can fit in that thing is probably it's debatable to me.
It might seem like a lot, yeah, because I mean
thousands maybe.
Well, they're like the outer wall is like a few thousand miles around.
Still, I mean the Titans are very big.
They are. So yeah, I don't know.
So
I mean,
a million.
I think there's at least 100,000.
Yeah,
I could believe 100,000.
Yeah,
million's a lot. But yeah, it's saying that they're just going to go stomp the earth. Like, how are they going to go to the ocean?
Yeah, I know.
Just go to the.
But they don't have to breathe, right?
I don't know. I have no idea.
They don't have to eat.
But the guys on the inside. Well, no, there is. I don't think there are guys on the inside.
Well, the things in the walls can't breathe.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
So they just go under the water.
Yeah, you're right. You didn't get all the answers yet, but you got a lot of. What do you think?
A lot of answers.
What do you think? Like,
yeah, I mean,
I think it's a very good payoff.
It is.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I loved the imagery they used for the Great Titan War and the Great Devil of this world.
Yeah, like
the power.
Say that was all true.
Fritz.
Say that was all true, and like the Eldians truly like they were the Nazis back then.
Yeah.
Humans have this saying where if things look human, like we empathize with them more. Like you put eyes on something, it's it's a face. You know what I mean? It's you know.
So you're putting a face on it.
So it's just like I just couldn't imagine getting to the point. I mean, obviously the Nazis did, but like I'm not really killing a human, So but
the Nazis weren't the first ones. They industrialized it.
No, you're right.
But there have been plenty of people throughout history. Like the Russians are doing pogroms on Jews.
Yeah.
Before they weren't it wasn't like a mass extermination.
Yeah.
In terms of like a genocide, but genocides have occurred prior.
I guess I'm comparing it because the ghetto and the armband and stuff like that.
No, in this show, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a direct reference.
Yeah. How'd you feel about the way the guy
conditions that the Jews faced?
Yeah, his outlook. How'd you feel about the fucking fat fuck? His outlook.
He's a fat, dumb piece of shit.
Yeah, it just...
I'm familiarizing myself with death. I'm like, motherfucker, you're just watching people be eaten.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing. And telling your people to have dogs eat this little girl, when are they ever going to see anything be eaten? They're not in contact with the Titans, ever, unless you go to that fucking wall.
I don't know if it has to do with the Titans or has to do with just the fact that, we live in these nice walls, they need to see death more.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, it absolutely, yeah.
It's a horrendous fat piece of shit.
It's horrendous, isn't it?
He died a deserving death.
He probably got it too good. I got like a little 8-year-old that got happening.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible. It's like my youngest daughter.
Yeah.
It'd be god fucking awful.
Yeah, but just imagine Grisha's, when he went there he went to Rod Rice's little underground crystal palace.
Yeah.
I believe his children were innocent and that his daughter, who had she seemed like an amazing person. She seemed like a pacifist.
Yeah.
She was she went to Historia like a sister, and But like, I'm not saying Grisha was right, but now think about his motivation.
But no, it's not about right or wrong though.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're looking at it from a bird's eye perspective, where you can say like we're like God sitting here saying, well, this is morally correct over here. It's like, no, I mean, these fucking people. This man just saw his wife be turned into a fucking titan, into some monster.
He got betrayed by his son.
Betrayed by his son. With all of his friends be turned into titans to eat his other friend.
Yeah, and he's thinking like these other guys they're fucking Nazis over here.
Yeah,
we got to stop them.
So he's thinking, no matter the cost,
I need to get that power back.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter who these people are that you went there to take it from. You cannot think about it. Like, that's the point of the war. Like, if everybody's out there fighting wars like that, so they'd just be killed, and then someone else that could do that would take their place.
You will get some answers on it, but now you might have an understanding of the process. They have warriors.
Yeah, I heard them.
The Eldians, they select Eldians to carry.
They're the only ones that can turn into titans.
Yeah.
Marleyans cannot.
Yeah.
I'm assuming normal humans cannot turn into titans.
They cannot only and because that's the thing is like that is your true form. So you're not really human. Like that's one reason they rationalize it. So like.
But how could they turn human then? To begin with, how did they ever?
I don't know.
Devolve, let's say, into humans.
To walk amongst us.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So that's what tells me that it's probably not your true form, but obviously it reacts in some way.
Yeah, it's so I think it gives you a little insight, where Bertolt and Reiner are from.
Yeah, they're probably from that. Well, they're obviously going to have to be from that place.
Yeah, they could be. There's some ghetto with an armband too,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll get even more answers about their lives. That I think it's a really interesting conversation. But I think you can glean a little bit just having what Grisha went through. So, like, it's, and I don't think anything they did was ever the right thing. But it's just, I don't know,
No.
It's, I saw you had like a positive expression when they said, like the Marley, they've been dominating the world with their titans. But the technology is evolving so fast that the power of the Titans might not be enough anymore, so they want to use fossil fuels that are in Eldia or Paradine. Yeah, it's Paradise Island. Yeah. I saw you had this like,
because it's just like a cool story element that these Titans, even though we see them and everything, the struggles going on that island, like these almighty things, were in reality, maybe in the real world, they're kind of being phased out.
When we developed the atomic bomb, the fucking. For the exception of, and we haven't seen all the Titans powers. I haven't seen all the Titans, but there's 9 of them. Yeah. For the exception of the Colossal Titan, they're not as powerful as the atomic bomb.
Yeah.
I mean, even tanks, like you're hinging on, like that's like the edge of their ability. I think is be able to handle tanks and stuff like that. You saw they had airplanes that dropping bombs, so like
so there's a lot they could be.
I imagine for like 1,000 years, like you'd kick the shit out of people until they develop weapons. But once they develop weapons,
then you're gonna have all these pissed off people around the world.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
We're coming for you, and like the rest of the world will unite against your ass.
Yeah.
You're out there fucking slapping everyone in the bar.
Yeah. I almost didn't want to watch this episode with you. I was thinking about like what would it be like if Zach would be about this. I just. For me, emotionally, I couldn't handle seeing the little girl stuff again.
No, I'm glad that I didn't have to see any more of it than I did.
Yeah.
Like, actually, it in motion.
Yeah.
Screaming, like her screaming and shit.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was spared that, but
yeah.
The reality is people probably have died like that all the time over in Nazi Germany.
Probably.
Horrible fucking deaths. And probably throughout the history of the world.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So it's just...
But when it's always horrible when you see like a human do it to another human, like you can spit on them because they're not even human.
Yeah.
And like I understand, like if a bear fucking eats a little kid, I feel terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
It's not the same as like that to me.
Like, it's god fucking awful because I'm just looking at it from the kid's perspective, no matter what happened. Because the child does not understand what's happening and can't.
Yeah. And think about like what's his name?
It's like people that say they hate kids.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's like I don't hate kids. I love my daughters.
Yeah.
Other people's kids, I mean, it's just they're other people's kids.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes they're annoying kids.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're not annoying kids.
Yeah.
So it really depends with people that are just like, oh, I just hate kids.
Yeah.
It's like, why? It's no different to me than like any other experience in your fucking life.
Yeah, it's just like
I don't.
Yeah, like
what kind of shit I don't love about society.
When someone hates something, it's because they always had some abnormal experience with it.
I guess that makes
people,
sense.
yeah, just like, oh, so kids singing, it really bothers me. So I'm always like, oh, what happened, man? Something happened with the kids? And you,
Yeah.
Like, no, I just don't like them. I choose it. Nothing happened to me. I just chose not to like them. Like, really? What? So that's how you do? You just choose not to like things, man? Like, sorry to hear that. So you just download a lot of information, but did it surprise you how advanced the world was outside the island? Like, to me, it's just like, now if you go back and watch season 1, you see these fools on horses. They have no idea what the fuck's out there.
Yeah, I know. Just riding around.
It changes the way you look at it the first couple seasons.
I don't know. I guess to me, it's just I'm still trying to fill in the gaps, and a lot of the gaps I just got it just dumped on me this episode. So I'm probably gonna be sitting here asking myself questions later.
What questions do you think?
I don't know yet. They're gonna occur to me as things process.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just thinking I got to go to the fucking grocery store, and I'm tired.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so the Paradise Island, like, do you ever wonder, like, what is the motivation of the king for wanting just to go there and put up walls and be left alone?
Dinah said that it was because it's simple. He just chose not to fight.
Yeah. That's
not gonna do this.
Yeah.
I'm out.
So for me, I don't know why he did that either. That's the only answer I have. I don't think that's the answer, though. I think there's got to be something more. Because, like, the will of the king is so strong that every single person who had the founding time factor is like, I don't want to fight. You know what I mean?
But you have to wonder.
Yeah.
Because Krista would know, right? She'd have the memories.
Yeah, but I think they're still learning how to use that. Don't they have to fucking touch someone or some shit to act to?
Well, to get to access those people's memories.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron woke up in the bed having.
Yeah.
Experienced his dad's memories.
You're right, but he's got the power. He's got the power of. He's got his dad's memories. Krista is just a member of the royal family. She's not a Titan. She doesn't have. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But she does.
Yeah, she didn't need anybody or anything like that. It was just like.
No, but you're right though. She.
Because right now Aaron has. They said the founding Titan ability, but he can't use it.
Okay, this isn't a spoiler because I did mention it earlier. Yeah. I think when Aaron touches her, they both.
Because he has the founding Titan ability.
And she has royal blood.
Yeah. So basically, he can't use it to its full potential because he's not royal blood.
Because he's not royal blood.
But he does have it. He possesses it, and he possesses whatever that other one is.
Yeah, because if whoever gets it can just fucking erase everyone's memory again. But I don't think Aaron can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, does it change the way you look at what happened when Rod Rice is underneath her sanctuary? Like, did you feel like, well, Grisha's justified a little bit?
I kind of felt that way to begin with because just the way shit was going down. Like I guess I never really felt like his dad was doing anything evil per se, quote unquote evil. I mean, we're gonna break down. We're gonna micromanage every transaction throughout history.
Yeah,
it's just like they're fighting a war.
His daughter was
not like the war's not like outright front lines. These guys are wearing gray. These guys are wearing blue.
Yeah,
it's not like that. This is a very different kind of war. It's a war for survival.
Yeah,
for one, and the experiences that these fucking Eldians are having. Mm-hmm. And what they're doing and creating more Titans and sending this fucking island to keep eating people. So
I feel like
it's a
I feel like
setup.
War or no war, that is objectively wrong.
Yeah, it's a fucking horrible setup.
I think the half of the little girl is objectively wrong.
Because those fucking Titans they're sending out have to get across the water anyway to get to that island. Or do they sail there?
Sail.
They're just like okay, never mind.
So they sailed to
that island. They sailed to the island. They got to the facility there. Mm-hmm. They turned them loose and then they sailed back, and that's why that guy destroyed the boat.
Yeah, so they no witnesses type thing. Why do you think he chose to reveal it all now?
Well, probably because that group was discovered.
Yeah.
And so now they had to change the plan.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, at least I think you're right.
Well, I mean, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Because all the other members are dead.
Do you think the owl could have just stayed undercover though and invested more time into building another group?
You're getting older, man. Everybody's getting older.
Yeah.
And your resources are running dry.
Well, how do you age when you have one of the powers of the 9, though?
I don't know. No. But obviously, Aaron's going to be. I'm assuming Aaron, he has been getting older.
Yeah.
So they age.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Yeah.
Because Bear told Rhino, everybody got older.
Yeah, you're right. I'm looking forward to seeing just stuff I haven't seen. It's coming pretty soon for me. But yeah, I'm so glad we're here together, man. Like when I watched this at Blind Wave, I thought, man, Zach would really love this show. Some cool characters.
Once they got to this, yeah, it's definitely.
Well, it's just like it makes the first couple seasons better now too, because like I know like all this shit, like the action's cool, the character movements are cool.
There's a payoff.
Like I know it gets paid off later.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, and just it's just I know we're talking a long time, but this is such a big episode for obviously fans of the show, and the creators, like, they didn't really pull any punches. Like, they did, the way they ended the previous did kind of suck. Giving that after credit scene was good though. But I think this episode they give you a lot of great answers, and they build the world in a way where it changes fundamentally everything about Attack on Titan. Like, the world we knew is just an island, and it's surrounded by the whole world that's modern.
Yeah.
And they're essentially Jews. Think about every single person who turned into a Titan.
I just wonder about...
Every single one was someone who stepped out of lines, and they were a Jew that freaking got turned, and they were fucking begging for their life.
I'm just wondering too about the rest of the world and their perspective on that island. Like, do they even know it's there? Do they?
I don't have those answers. Actually.
I wonder if that nation that's our island, it's part of our country,
so no one's allowed to go there.
So no one can go there, and
I imagine
so they're just fighting their own little internal shit.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know. I think Marley is a country, but was it just the Titans on Marley on that because on that part of the world, or was everyone in the world subject to the?
Yeah, they know?
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, I know the rest of the world knows about the Titans.
Because I didn't write down how long it was since the king went over to that island, but
1,082 years.
I thought 1,820 years is when Emir Fritz.
You're right, my man. That's when Emir made the deal with the devil.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, to me that's at face value. What I like, that's the history. I think there's got to be more to it, or maybe there's not. I don't know.
So they're basically saying it's 1820.
Oh yeah, kind of, yeah. That makes sense. Because that's.
Well, I mean, it could be farther.
That was their Jesus moment. Yeah. That was a crucifixion moment for them.
That's what I would go with, unless they were recording time before that, and then just added 1820 on top of that. I don't know.
BF before Fritz.
Before Fritz.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good question.
BT, man. Before Titans.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Then AT.
Why'd you need this power? Jesus, you don't want that shit.
How would you even know to ask for them?
I don't know. I mean, that's.
It's like, hey man, can I?
I don't know if the show's
Can I turn into this fucking huge thing that looks like I have no skin, but it'd be like a bomb going on? Like, was that person high?
Yeah. So like, I think she said she got the power of the Titan, and then that the power is divided into 9. I think. Yeah. So what did the first one look
when
like?
She died, right?
I think I could.
Yeah.
Well, what did the first one look like?
According to that picture, it looked like Lady Liberty without a dress. Like all this shit coming off her head. And tits are hanging out. And shit.
Well, if there are titties, Brett, you gotta edit this out.
It's a drawing.
Well,
no nipples.
There's someone from your old school, an art teacher, who got in trouble for drawing pornographic versions of students.
Huh.
But the idea is, like, how real does it have to be considered a pornographic picture of a high school student?
I don't know. I guess if you're drawing...
Like, if you drew it, that'd be porno. But I drew it, they'd be like, maybe. Yeah, you go. You're has to be arrested.
This looks too good. We're sorry.
Well, you'd, like, have style to it, though. You make it real edgy. You know what I mean? You do some shading, This guy got carried away.
I drew some porn when I was in high school, but
I was
a teenager.
I remember, yeah.
It was funny.
I ever drew... No.
I drew one, and I showed this one girl. And she's like, oh, and then she walked away, and the other one, like, looked at me.
Yeah.
I should have taken that.
Yeah.
Should have known, but I didn't.
One last question. I know we touched on it, but Dina Fritz, his wife, Dinah, royal blood. Mm-hmm. She turned into Smiling Titan.
Yep.
Do you remember when Aaron punched her? And he yelled?
Was that the episode where he kills her?
Yeah. I think so. I think he killed her, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he killed her.
How did he kill her? Oh, he called all the Titans to her.
Yeah, he ate her up.
Yeah, so it's like when he was making contact with her, he was able to... his yell, I think, I hope you don't get these answers later. I thought the show... I think
so basically you're telling me that he couldn't use the yell until after he touched her.
Yeah.
Because she's royal blood.
I think so, yeah. I think that could be deduced. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about it, but I don't think it's like ruined anything for me.
No, I don't think so.
That is literally not something for me that would be like, oh my god.
That's like funny my mom. Oh my god.
That's what she does.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All the time.
Yeah.
Jesus Savannah.
How'd you feel about Kruger when he beat the shit out of him, he said, "Oh, stay and watch the blimp."
Well, obviously he was doing undercover work at
Yeah.
this point.
At that point, when he was still just a Nazi to you, did you feel like, huh, I kind of admire that? What do you
Well,
think?
to me, it's just, I guess, it's like a guy, I don't know, it's difficult to say, because a guy doing his job can be the guy that's beating up little kids.
Mm-hmm.
They go, oh, stay for the show.
Yeah.
You know, but I did my job.
Yeah, I guess I
Now,
felt...
looking back, though, I'm not willing to separate the fact that he probably did it. He's not going to kill this kid.
Yeah.
But I'll beat you up.
Yeah.
But other
And he had to sell it. Yeah. But I think, I know, maybe people would say I'm wrong, but like I kind of admire the fact that I thought right away there's a difference between him and the fat guy. And to me, he's like, well, you know, kid, I did my job, but well, you stay and watch the fireworks kind of thing, you know,
Yeah.
because you earned it, you got your ass beat, at least stay and watch it.
Yeah, but I mean, like you say we're just happening under a, normalized circumstances, like let's say the 1950s, and the cops catch some fucking kid doing something in town, and he's not a Jewish kid, he's not a black kid, he's a kid. There's a white cops and there's a white kid, so we're just gonna fucking clear the slate.
Yeah.
But they just catch this fucking kid doing it. It's like, hey, we're not gonna charge you to anything. We're gonna beat your ass, and they beat his ass. And like, all right, now, get out of here.
Yeah.
Like they do their thing and then they just go.
Yeah.
But in this case, I mean, there's like a racial line.
Yeah, there's like an ethnic line. Like there's some there's some distinct blood differential between Eldians and the rest of humanity. Certainly Marleyans.
Yeah.
But in terms of the way they look, I am not aware yet from what I've seen if there's like they all look kind of similar, like blonde. There's some blondes and there's some brunettes.
Yeah, you have to imagine that it's just like they've intermingled with other people, and it's just it's like in The Strain.
Yeah.
When Eichhorst, pre-Nazi Germany, and he worked at that fucking place selling vacuum cleaners or whatever it was.
Yeah, and he was not a good salesman.
And
he's good at managing people.
He's good at managing other people's talents. He's just a talentless guy.
Yeah.
But he liked that girl.
Yeah.
And the girl did not look like, she didn't have dark hair or dark eyes.
No.
So.
She had like blonde hair, right?
Yeah. And so it just reminds me that there's people.
Yeah.
All the time.
How many times do you think Eldians and Marleyans, like at this point in history, like you think, like Marleyan soldiers would rape Eldians and produce kids?
They might have, or maybe not even intentionally. They may have raped them and then they had a kid.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, do you get to a point where there's not enough blood for that person to get injected, and then the blood's thinned out?
I don't know. I mean, there'd still be some kind of genetic code in there, I have to assume. So
yeah,
it's just enough.
Yeah. And we talked about this for a while, just because this was just
it's a big info dump.
And we got like the rest of the season, and I think I watched like 10 episodes or less of the last season, and then I'm going to be where you're at. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the talk. Hey, we appreciate you, and make sure you thank our editor Brett. I mean, he had to watch. I mean, I know he enjoys it, but we enjoy you, Brett. We appreciate you, and just give him a shout. Much love. Check us out on Patreon. We're out of here.